And we're back to learning HTML, and this time I'm going to show the area tag. It's connected to the map tag, so it's used for image maps. Let me give you another example. If you're totally new to this, check out my HTML playlist. I've also made a video about the map tag. You've got an image office in my image folder, so I use img office.jpg to find it. So this is the source for my image, and already you can see it. I'll make it smaller, width equals 500 pixels. Let me now add two areas, for example here the notebook on a coffee mug. At first I create a map, and inside I will nest the two areas. But we need to connect our image to the map, so I'll use a name, let's say example for my map. And I have to use useMap as an attribute in my image. Use the same name but add a hashtag before it. And now we'll add our two areas. One is a rectangle for a notebook and the other one is going to be a circle for the coffee mug. We can define a shape for each. So the first one was a rectangle, and we need to add the coordinates. Let me make it 0, 0, 0, 0 for now, and then we'll add an href. So we want to make these clickable events or clickable areas that are going to redirect the user. You can redirect the user to a subpage, whatever you want. I'll just use YouTube here as an example. Let me add some values. First and third value are for x, so the x-axis. So the first is for left, third is for the right position. So let me make it 0 to 100 and I add 50 so that we have a height. And here you can see it ends a little bit too early, so I'll go up to 150 maybe. I'll check it again. It starts at the left where the 0 position is, but 150 is a little bit too far, so I'll make that 140. And that looks good. Now let's take care of the Y position. We don't want to start at 0, which is the top, so our second value here. We want to start a little bit lower. Let me try 100, and I obviously need to go up with the second value as well, but I already know my values somewhat, so I use 120 and 250. Let's try this. So 120 starts right here, but 250 doesn't go to the bottom, so I have to increase that to 350. I'll check it again. And now this area covers this notebook, this notepad. And we can click on it and we will be redirected to YouTube. As I've said, you can also use a subpage of your home page, whatever you need here. Let me add the area for our coffee mug. We use the same attributes and the same href link, so YouTube once again. But this time it's a circle, so the shape needs to be circle. And the coordinates are only 3. It's x center, y center, and the radius. We know that our width is 250, so the center for the width, the x position must be 250. And we know that 350 is the height, so let me use 125. That was a little bit too high, I would say. Let me check. I'll give it a radius of 50, and 125 is not that bad. Let me adjust x to 260 and y to 140. So it's going to be a little bit more to the right and a little bit more downwards. And it looks better, but I believe the radius is a little bit too high. with 50. But top to bottom looks somewhat good. Let me make it 45 as a radius. I'll check it again. Left to right, I add 5 pixels for the center. And now it looks good. Top to bottom is fine as well. So if I click now on this coffee mug, I get redirected. And this is how you can use the area tag in HTML. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.